Hello, welcome back to my channel. I am That Spiritual Mama, and I am recovering from the flu, as well as this being my 10-week update. It turns out that I'm a little bit further along than I thought I was due to the last menstrual period. So when I went to my ultrasound appointment, I was measuring at 10 weeks and 3 days. And I thought that I was like 9 weeks and 3 days or so. So a little bit further along. So this will be my 10-week update. And I also was diagnosed with the flu, if you've seen my last video. And that was really rough, on top of already feeling fatigue and already feeling nauseous and completely vulnerable. Just having absolutely no energy, and it was really hard. Also coughing was really difficult because it would trigger my gag reflex, and I felt like I was going to throw up, which was really terrifying for me, because the last couple of times where I've felt the urge to vomit, I've had this really hard muscle pull in my abdomen and my chest, to where it literally pulls all your muscles from this really deep gag reflex. And I was just by gagging, I pulled muscles, and I was really scared. So I still haven't vomited yet, so that's good, but still a little bit nauseous. I will say that it has gotten a little bit better. I am able to have more energy, and I think that maybe that's where it comes from, is the lack of energy to put towards creating this vessel that I'm creating, and the need for it, your body needing that. So that when you are eating small meals, for me it had to be every 30 minutes in order for me to make my nausea manageable. I feel that little bit of energy helped for that reason, and that if your stomach is empty, it's your body saying I need more energy, and it's serious. So I am also experiencing what I would like to call phantom gut, or phantom organs, where I have not done a whole lot of working out at all. During this pregnancy, I had been planning on doing that for a while, but we haven't really gotten around to it. We're still kind of new in our house right now, so there's a lot of stuff that hasn't been put away or hasn't found its forever space where it's going to be held. So this is something that I'm going to be working on this next week, now that I'm feeling a little bit better. But trying to get on some type of fitness regimen where I can start working on my abdominals, because where I'm at right now, she's kind of fluffy, and when I try to flex my muscles, I can feel all the fluffiness, if you know what I mean. So I think that due to my lack of abdominals, that's what creates this odd, I want to say, pressure of my stomach just feeling really weird, there's some kind of pressure in there. I want to say it's my uterus that is slowly starting to push my organs up, and laying down is an interesting little bit due to the fact that my organs don't have like a designated spot anymore. So it's an interesting transition for like when I am uncomfortable, I wake up and I want to roll over. It's like, my organs were not ready for me to move yet, type thing. But it's getting, yeah, I don't feel, or I know that I'm not like big yet. It's like 1/4 of the way through, but because I've already had 2 children, it feels that way. And also like there's a lot of bloating, so I kind of look it without looking at, it's like, you probably had a couple too many cheeseburgers, but there's definitely like pressure. So yeah, starting to feel better after getting over the flu. So I'm slowly starting to get a little bit more of my energy back, which I'm really grateful for. There was a few days in there where I went like more than a day, and 2 days, 3 days without doing the dishes, and both me and my partner were both very sick, and and the house was definitely lacking. So, and then also like with this pregnancy, I am not feeling a whole lot of motivation, and standing is a task, and making food is also a task. So now that the nausea is starting to dissipate, I'm hoping that I will have more energy to put towards putting into the house, because we are very grateful to be able to be here. We're very grateful to have a house. So that is where we're at. This is what we're doing. And yeah, we got to see the ultrasound, and it was really cool. This is my significant other's first child, so very exciting, very beautiful. There's been some mood swings in there as well, and kind of, I don't know, there's this atmosphere of me thinking he knows what I'm thinking, so like mind reading, I guess. And then him not really receiving it, so I can't really tell whether or not it is my hormones that are doing that, or if it's just not received on his end. But we are talking about it, and sometimes it's a little bit harder for me to admit when I am having like one of those mood swings. So my partner is being really patient with me and getting me to see that in a way that isn't combative, and being a brave little toaster and being able to stand up to me and be like, hey, you could have did that in a kinder way, and me just being like so irritated with how uncomfortable I am and all those wonderful things. So we're working on it, and see it in the 11 weeks.